Alright folks, welcome here live to Reaction Monday, live here on YouTube, Instagram, Skype, Twitter, Michael's Facebook page, also live on ESPN 102.3, ESPN FM. Let's talk about the 0-3 teams first, and then we'll jump here in a minute, just for a couple minutes. I have absolutely no idea what happened to the Kings. I thought the Kings were going to go into Charlotte, North Carolina and take care of business the way it was needed to be done against a young quarterback named Cam Newton. And I don't know what happened to that defense and that offense, but my goodness, that defense looked sloppy. They looked very sloppy again here, week 3. Reaction Sunday here. I feel like the head coach named Sean Payton, the defensive coordinator Rob Ryan, the brother Rex Ryan, I feel like these guys are going to lose their job during this what's remaining of the season. And the door is shutting down for them now because now they're 0-3. Both teams are 0-3. Baltimore loses today against the Bengals. They're also 0-3. Joe Flacco, my goodness, I have no idea what happened to him at home. But he loses at home in front of those Ravens fans today. They lost a terrible game that I was not expected to see happen. And the last 2 minutes of that game, I thought, okay, Baltimore might win this game. But unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. They lost. And Chicago got blew out 26-0. 26-0. What's the final score? Earlier today on CBS 11. I mean, what's happening to the quarterbacks? What's going on with Jay Cutler? I have absolutely no idea what's going on with Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler is not the same quarterback that I expected to have seen play in this game. He fails. His offense fell. The defense fell. The entire Chicago Bears team really needs more help than we do, because we'll get to us right now. Now, I don't know what happened today to us. I absolutely I was watching the game today on Fox 4, and I said, okay, we're doing good in the first half, blowing them out. But then came third quarter, we started slacking off. I mean, the defense has got to get better. There are too many mistakes today in this game. A lot. That, for one, we could not stop that running back from the Atlanta Falcons. We couldn't put pressure on the quarterback named Matt Ryan. I mean, my goodness, what happened to us? We shouldn't have been 3-0, folks. Instead, we're 2-1. 2-1 does not count. We could have been 3-0. But unfortunately, it did not seem to have happened that way. We lose at home. We have never lost a home game here at home. And I feel like, do I still have faith in this team? Absolutely. I still got faith in them. Yeah, it hurts today, Sunday night reaction, week 3 of the NFL. Yes, it hurts because now the quarterback that we got named Matt Castle, he shouldn't have started, but unfortunately he did not. Now, I don't blame Bratton Wheaton at all. I blame the defense. The defense could not, I mean repeatedly, they couldn't have not finished this task against this team earlier today at noon on Fox 4. I mean, I said, okay, I picked the Cowboys last week, folks. I picked them to win against the Falcons. And I said, okay, they're going to get this must win today at home. And I'm looking at the game, and we got beaten hard. 39-28 was the final score. Really, 39-28. I mean, we had all those minutes in the fourth quarter, folks. We had all those minutes in the fourth quarter to have won this game. And I'm starting to see, like, I don't know what happened. I mean, the defense, I don't know what happened to their defense. The coordinator, which is Rod Marinelli, He should have told his defense today, the defense, like, you know what, defense, let's go. Let's put pressure on the quarterback. Let's go make mistakes. And today they made a lot of mistakes here, folks. That the entire Cowboys nation was quiet at Jerry World. Everybody was quiet today here in the Metroplex. Now, I seriously don't know what happened, because we have never lost a home game. I mean, we go to Philly last week, we beat them. We go and beat the Giants. It's like the only two easiest teams in our schedule that we beat. But now I feel like tomorrow it's going to be a different story, because you're going to hear Skip Bayless talking about what happened to the Cowboys. And you're going to hear students been saying, an accident waiting to happen, Skip. Do you think the Metroplex wants to hear that tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock on ESPN 2? Hearing these guys talking bad about the Cowboys who lost at home to the 2-0 Atlanta Falcons, to the 3-0 Atlanta Falcons? Folks, this was not the game I had predicted at the first time last week. I went a little bit lower my score and prediction, but now we're going into week 4. And week 4, you have to shut the door for the Saints next Sunday night at 7:20 on NBC. So this is going to be their must-win next Sunday on the road, because they could not win at home today. I mean, am I still picking them to win the NFC East? Yes, of course. I am picking them to win still the NFC East. I'm not shutting the door on them, saying the door is closing down for them. But are they a threat to the NFC East? No, they're not. They're absolutely not a threat. Can they win next Sunday night? That's the question. Because you're playing now a different team here that you beat last season at home. You're going back up there one more time to the Bayou area. And the question here tonight, Sunday Night Reaction, Week 3, is what are the cues for this time now? Okay, here's what needs to happen. Okay, first of all throughout this entire week, this defense needs to practice hard on their targets. They gotta quit slacking off, because this defense is sloppy. I mean, my goodness, Carl, Claiborne, these guys had all that second quarter to have intercepted that ball for Matt Ryan, to commit him a lost fumble, to do a turnover. And sincerely, Metroplex, they failed to do that. Now I'm starting to realize, like, this team could have been today 3-0 in the NFC East. But you have several teams that went 3-0 today. The Patriots went 3-0. The Panthers went 3-0. The Bengals went 3-0. The Lousy Falcons, they went 3-0. I mean, and the Cardinals, they also went 3-0. And then Seattle went something. But folks, this was not the type of loss that I have ever seen in my entire life. Now, right now, tonight here, yeah, I'm talking about us now, because we made a lot of mistakes today. And I think that this team will need to get better next Sunday night. Okay, because next Sunday night you're going on the road here to face the 0-3 Saints. And this is going to be the must-win for them. If they win this game, they will be 3-2 in this game. So, they need to take care of business here next Sunday night. Need to win the game against the Saints up in New Orleans, Louisiana, at the Mercedes-Benz Dome Arena. So, they will need to win this game next Sunday night. Because you're looking ahead now, folks. You're looking ahead now to Week 4 of the NFL. I mean, This was not the kind of game I expected to had been. I expected the team to win today, the home team to win. Not to see them lost the home game, but they lost. They lost at home. Road team came in here. They beat their butts. I mean, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I mean, it's ridiculous. This defense, folks, the Cowboys defense needs to get better. Now, will they get better? Yes, they will get better. But the only way you're going to get better here is you got to quit watching the guy. You got to put your arms and say your back hurts and say, look, I got you. I'm going to target you. I'm going to pressure you. I'm going to put a lot of sacks on you. And that's something I didn't see. Period. Instead, I saw a lot of failures today. A lot of mistakes that I never thought to have seen in my entire life. We're talking about him. We're talking about them here tonight. Sunday night reaction here, live here on YouTube and ESPN 102.3, ESPN FM also. I mean, I don't know. Is Brandon Weeden the problem as the quarterback? No, he's not. Brandon Weeden can get his job done right. If he did it last Sunday and brotherly love, and the defense intercepted the ball from Sam Bradford, then why in the blue heck they couldn't get the job done today? That's the problem. I mean, were they distracted? What happened? Because you had all last week here. You came back from brotherly love with the must win, which you did good, 2-0. Okay. And you're playing today here at home when you were leading them, and you gave them that chance to score first down. First and goal. I mean, come on, man. The defense, folks. The defense of this team, of the Cowboys, they had all that quarter. They had put pressure on the quarterback named Matt Ryan. And they did not seem like they wanted to stop Matt Ryan. Instead, you wanted Matt Ryan to score you a touchdown at home, in your own stadium, in your own house that you built. I mean, folks, come on. This is ridiculous. This is the worstest loss I've ever seen in my entire life, man. I am telling each and every one of you. This is the worstest loss I've ever seen in my entire history watching the NFL. This home team has never lost a home game, man. Never. I'll take the bet. Thanksgiving, they lose to the Washington Redskins Cookies. Thanksgiving before, they lose to the Seattle Seahawks. Thanksgiving before, they beat the Oakland Raiders. That's about the only team they could beat. And the week before, the Thanksgiving before, we lost to the Dolphins in that snow 93, Air Tech Stadium. The year before, we lose to the Minnesota Vikings. Which, my goodness, that was the worst Thanksgiving game ever because it was raining that day here in Metroplex. So, with no doubts of this team, can they get better? Can they get better? They're going to have to start looking at tape tomorrow, Monday, and say, look, we have got to get our heads out of our pocket. We need to put pressure on next quarterback named Luke McCown. Okay? The brother of Josh McCown. So, what happens now is they got to go play the 0-3 Saints. The 2-1 Cowboys at the 0-3 Saints next Sunday night, 7:20 on ABC. And this is a must-win, folks. This will be the must-win for them week 4. Now, I do expect this defense to get better. Okay? Because today, they look horrible. I said, okay, this defense has got it. They got it. They got it in their hands. They're going to intercept this football for Matt Ryan. No. Not even close to an interception. Too many mistakes happen. I mean, the official, Sarah Thomas, what was she thinking? She kept letting the Falcons slide underneath their pocket. Something that we should have stopped them in earlier. But, I mean, Folks, this is the NFL. This is not the place for you to lose a game, right? I mean, they had all the momentum, correct? They had all the momentum to have won this game, and they lose at home. Come on, this is not kiddish football here, folks. This is the NFL. This is pro football. You're playing to get a pay, and the defense, Dallas Cowboys defense, they seem sloppy tonight. But I hate to say, they look sloppy. They look very deadgum sloppy. I mean, I have no idea what happened. Every time we're playing and we're down by 12 points in the game, we always start slacking off. And that's something we really don't want to see happening every single day and every home game that we're playing against the teams. Because pretty soon we're playing New England. And after that we got that bye week on the 18th. Then we come back from the bye week and we got to go play at the Giants. After the Giants we come back and play the Eagles. Before that we go play the Dolphins after that. So we got a lot of time here to start quit moping around. Get your heads out the pocket defense and start thinking here, man. Because really, you're the defense here. If I was the defensive end player for this team, I would do my job right. And that is sack the quarterback. Put pressure on the quarterback, folks. I mean, it's that easy. But today, it was the worstest defense I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, I'm not going to name players to name here because there's no need for me to name players. I know who they are. I see them play multiple times for this team. But if they don't stop slacking off here, they're going to have problems with the defense. Not the offense, but the defense. The defense, we know they were hungry for Matt Ryan. We know they were hungry for Julio Jones, the player they couldn't have stopped from scoring a touchdown. But the Cowboys, they look like last season. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. This was not the kind of loss that you wanted to see today, Sunday, September 27th, year 2015. Here tonight on Sunday Night Reaction. I mean, you wanted to see the team win the game. Yes, absolutely, you wanted to see them win the game. But that's not the way I looked at it, because, I mean, I'm looking at the game on television. I said, okay, they got this game. Right, they got this game. They got it within a minute left of regulation on the clock. They still had time to do an offside kick. Now, when the quarterback was going for a 4th and 1, he needs to start communicating with these wide receivers you have on the team, because your main wide receiver is hurt. Your main quarterback is hurt. But we could have won that game without them. But today, we just looked horrible. Now, what is the coach going to say tomorrow, Monday? I have no idea. What is he going to say? We look bad? Yeah, we look very bad today. I mean, I don't know why we lose at home. See, this is what I'm saying, folks. I've been a die-hard fan every single year. And every single year I'm talking about this football team, because we take this football thing seriously here, man. We take it very serious. And I feel like we should have never lost this game. I feel like we should have put pressure on Matt Ryan, on Julio Jones, on the running back named Freeman. We should have done something. Now, where in the heck does Justin Durant decide to put pressure on the quarterback named Brent Lee? Where does he decide to do that? Because Justin Durant in the first half was not putting nothing on the quarterback of the Cowboys. He was letting him score touchdowns. And that's what happened. I mean, we were doing such a good job leading them, and then they came back on us 30-something and 28. And all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I mean, folks, this is not the kind of game you want to watch on national television. You want to see yourself win. Now, if this defense was to get somewhere next year, 2016, they need to get their head out of the pocket. We need to get it together. Work as a team. Focus as a team. Be aggressive. Be rough on these quarterbacks, because if you start giving these quarterbacks every single chance to score a touchdown, or first and goal, or second and goal, or third and goal, or kicking a field goal, we're going to have a problem with this entire Dallas Cowboys defense. We're not going to have it with the offense. We're going to have it with the defense again. Where I'm sort of saying, okay, defense is just lacking up. Defense is just lacking up. They're not concentrating on their work, on their homework here. Their homework is supposed to win games. Their homework is supposed to put pressure on the quarterbacks, but they're not doing that. And the fans, they want the defense to do something. Okay, last year's defense did good. Now slacking off. They put pressure on quarterbacks. They were hungry. But now you got a new defense here who's looking a little bit horrible here. Because this is not the kind of game that you want to see losing at home. In front of your friends, in front of your family, in front of every single person that attended this game. These fans went home with absolutely nothing but heartbroken game. Which I find it hard to believe. Because out of my entire life watching these NFL teams, at the Dallas Cowboys, I have never seen them lose a game in week 1 or week 2. Never. But then you go to week 3, and this is a different chapter than week 3, man. This is a different chapter. Now, so far, all the rest of the teams are still 1 and 2, and we're still 2 and 1. Now, the problem with this group is they need to get it together, right? Need to get it together. Now, I know they can get it together because they're going to have to beat the next opponent, the Saints. Now, here's what I see happening next Sunday. The quarterback, Brandon Wheaton, will have to start communicating with these wide receivers, because you have them all open inside the pocket. You got to communicate with the tight ends, with your tight ends, and say, look, here's what you're going to do. Here's what you're going to do. Now, if you have to throw that football to Jason Witten, throw it at Witten. Have him open. Do something. But whatever you do your next Sunday night at 7:20 on NBC is do not attempt to throw an interception to that Saints defense next Sunday. Because if we start catching interceptions from the Saints, then let's say second, third quarter, and we're down by a blowout, we're going to have a problem then. Now, I don't think we're going to have a problem next Sunday night. We want to win this game. The nation of the Metroplex wants to see this team win a game. Now, they're supposed to have gone, 3-0 today. But it didn't happen. Now, what do I see happen next Sunday? No mistakes. No mistakes. Let's get this job done. We can take care of the Saints team who are 0-3. We go to New Orleans next Sunday night. We will beat the Saints. We will figure a way to beat the young quarterback named Luke McCown. We need to put pressure on Luke McCown. We need to stop the tight ends, the wide receivers, their defense. We need to stop them. The Cowboys' defense is to put pressure on the quarterback, Luke McCown. Luke McCown. Put pressure on him, and you shouldn't have any problems with him next Sunday night at 7:20 on NBC. So, realistically, what happens here now for week 4 is this. This star right here needs to nut that must win on the road. they're going to have to figure out in that loud Mercedes-Benz storm saying, look at here. We have got to quit slacking off. We need to get our hand out of our pocket and win this game. Because today we look like a bunch of little sissies out there on that football field, and we couldn't get one dead-gum thing right. I mean, what in the hell happened? What the hell happened to this team? That's what I want to know. What the hell happened to the defense? I'd say what the hell happened to the defense. The defense was not concentrating today, folks. That's what happened to the defense. The defense was not concentrating absolutely one bit. But you want to sit here and talk about the defense can get better. Defense can get better. They're not getting any better without their main players. They're going to need a lot of help here. Am I correct? They're going to need a lot of help here because the only way we get to the promised land here, man, is we need to quit fooling around. We need to quit screwing around. We have got to figure out what the hell happened in this game today. Heck, I don't know what they're going to do, but they're going to have to figure it out on their own. This is America's team still. This is Dallas Cowboys. They're 2-1. I did not want to see Dallas go 2-1. I wanted to see them go 3-0. See, folks, every time we're playing the toughest schedule against two NFC South teams, we feel like the door is shutting down on us. Something that I never expected to have seen today at noon on Fox. But I don't know what happened. I am very much today, here tonight, Sunday Night Reaction, I am disappointed. I am very disappointed because we have never lost a home game at home. Never. We will always have to figure out how to win this game. That's the most that counts. We need to get better some way, somehow. And the keys for them next Sunday night is they need to put pressure on the quarterback named Luke McCown. Okay? And it's not hard for this defense to put pressure on this quarterback. The only thing they need to do is pressure him, hit him, sack 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 him. That's it. Sack him. So that's all they had to do next night. And they would be 3-2. 3-2. But if they fail and go 2-2, oh, we're going to have problems then. And this is absolutely something you don't want to see happen to your team. Because they got plenty of time here before we start slacking off. So, the defense needs to get it together. The offense, we have to wait about the offense. The offense is trying their best. The running back stuff. The running back named Darren McFadden, he needs to start running the football more often. Run the football. All the way inside the end zone. All the way inside first and goal. All the way second and goal. Third goal. If you have to do a kick yard field goal attempt, go ahead. But do something for pig's sake. Because, folks, we take this NFL thing very seriously. See? And not here tonight, Sunday Night Reaction, I'm taking this seriously. I care about this team. I care about the players. I care about the team. They need to get it together. Okay? Because you slacking off here, it's not going to help one bit. Right? So, they need to get it together. Right? The defense has got to quit slacking off. I mean, how hard is that, folks? Nothing. Absolutely not hard. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy. The only thing you have to do is practice hard at Valley Ranch. This defense needs help because they slacked off today. I am dead serious. They slacked off today. This was not the type of team I wanted to see lose at home. Now, speaking of home, Marcus Mariota loses at home to the Colts. The Cleveland Browns lose to the Silver and Black, the Oakland Raiders. The Chargers lose to Minnesota. Buffalo Bills beat the Dolphins. The Cardinals win over the 49ers, which I said last week I was picking the Cardinals. They did a good job. And then Chicago loses to Seattle. The Saints lose up in Charlotte, North Carolina. Atlanta beats the heck out of Dallas Cowboys, which was, I did not want to see it happen. And the Bengals beat the Ravens. Now, next week at 8:30 on Channel 11, Dolphins, Jets, two teams meeting at Wembley Stadium. Now, up in London, the Dolphins will need to figure out what they're going to do to the Jets. The Jets lose today at home against the stinking, that lousy Eagles. Darren Sproles returned a 43-yard punt return kick, ran it all the way inside for the stinking end zone, and they were down terrible. I have no idea what happened to this Jets team. But this Jets team, if they don't beat the Dolphins at Wembley Stadium in London, England, they're going to have a problem there. Now, this is a must-win for them. Now, the Packers play tomorrow night against Kansas City. I'm still picking Kansas City to win this game. And I hope Alex Smith does not slack off. I hope that Packers defense struggles tomorrow night against the Chiefs. Right? Am I correct? So, we shall see. Now, let's go ahead and move on a little forward here. Postseason, Major League Baseball, begins October 6th for the National League. October 8th begins for Fox Sports 1 for the ALCS. So, the American League has plenty of time to win some games. Now, the Rangers play tomorrow night on FSN Southwest, play Tuesday night, FSN Southwest, play Wednesday night, FSN Southwest. Come back here, stay here at home playing against the Halo Snakes. Check your local listings for that game between the Anaheim Angels, right? Now, the San Francisco Giants, they beat the heck out of the Athletics. The Giants are not giving up just quite yet, the San Francisco team. So, realistically, let's talk about pitcher and teammate. For some reason, Jonathan Peppermont and Bryce Harper, they went at each other's throats today. Teammates had to separate these two guys from their game earlier today on MSN DC, and it was not expected to have happened, but for some reason, those Nationals, two players, they had some beef with each other, where teammates have to separate Peppermint from Bryce Harper. I feel like Peppermint is ready to get suspended here, because you're acting like a little kid here, man. You're supposed to be winning the game, and you're losing the game. Instead, you're losing the game to your opponent here today, Sunday, September 27th, year 2015. Do we got a problem with the Nationals up in D.C.? Do we got a problem with them? Do we got a problem with these two guys who they cannot act like grown-ups? Are they acting like little kids here? Or what? Or is it just me, or they're not acting like little kids? You're absolutely right. They're acting like little kids. They're acting up like little kids, okay? Little Harper does not like sharing his toys with Jonathan Peppermont. Little Jonathan Peppermont does not like sharing his toys back with Bryce Harper. So obviously, these two little boys, they got a problem. They got a problem here because I feel like the problem is you both hate each other's guts. We're not even close to the postseason just yet, National League, and everybody started going beefing with each other for some dead gum reason. I don't know what the heck is going on, but this needs to stop. This needs to stop. Grow the heck up. You're grown-ups, Harper, Peppermint. You're grown-ups. You're not little kids anymore, man. You're grown men. I mean, how hard is it for you to let bygone be bygone, apologize, shake it off, don't take it seriously? I mean, folks, this is serious. The Nats? Against each other? At each other's throats? I feel like Pepperbond and Harper don't want to play for the same team. I feel like Pepperbond needs to go back to Boston Red Sox. And Harper can go stay at the Nationals for all I care. And then two teams would get better. Yeah. But now you feel like we got a problem here, man. We got a dead solid problem here. I mean, was it that hard for those two to get along earlier today? No, it was not. It was not hard enough. It wasn't that hard. It was hard enough for you not to decide whether I'm going to let you play here or not let you play here. That was even worse, man. I am telling you. I am dead serious, man. I do not know what the heck happened to these two guys, but these two guys will say to stop controlling each other. We're going to have a problem. I'm dead seriously. We're going to have a problem with these two players. Now, we'll talk about it again tomorrow. So that's all I'm have for here live on Monday Night Reaction, live here on ESPN, 102.3 ESPN FM, also live on YouTube.com. Enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever's left for the evening, actually. Stay safe, stay safe. I'll see you better than ever tomorrow, Monday, September 28th, year 2015. Have a good evening. Grazie. One.